Jesus Christ!
A dangerous and extremely powerful Hurricane Beryl made landfall Monday on the Caribbean island of Carriacou after becoming the earliest storm of Category 4 strength to form in the Atlantic, fueled by record warm waters. Winds up to 150 miles per hour blew off roofs, uprooted trees, and caused other damage on Carriacou Grenada and elsewhere in the southeast Caribbean. Hurricane warnings were in effect for Barbados, Grenada, Tobago and St. Vincent and the Grenadines as thousands of people hunkered down in homes and shelters. The last strong hurricane to hit the southeast Caribbean was Hurricane Ivan 20 years ago, which killed dozens of people in Grenada. NBC Radio in St. Vincent and the Grenadines reported that roofs were torn off churches and schools as communications began collapsing across the southeast Caribbean. Terrence Walters, Grenada's National Disaster Coordinator, said in the region around Grenada officials were receiving reports of devastation from Carriacou and the surrounding islands. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell said he would travel to Carriacou as soon as it was safe, given the extensive storm surge. Grenada officials had to evacuate patients to a lower floor after the hospital roof was damaged. On Monday morning, Beryl was about 30 miles north of the island of Grenada, moving west-northwest at 20 miles per hour. In Barbados, officials received more than a dozen reports of roof damage, fallen trees, and downed electric posts across the island. Wilfred Abrahams, Minister of Home Affairs and Information, said drones would assess damage once Beryl passes. A tropical storm warning was in effect for St. Lucia, Martinique and Trinidad. A tropical storm watch was issued for Haiti's entire southern coast, and from Punta Palenque in the Dominican Republic west to the border with Haiti. A hurricane watch was issued for Jamaica. Forecasters warned of a life-threatening storm surge of up to 9 feet in areas where Beryl made landfall, with 3 to 6 inches of rain for Barbados and nearby islands and possibly 10 inches in some areas, especially in Grenada and the Grenadines. The storm was expected to weaken slightly over the Caribbean Sea on a path that would take it just south of Jamaica and later toward Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula as a Category 1. Beryl is forecast to remain a significant hurricane during its entire trek across the Caribbean region, the National Hurricane Center said. Officials in some southeast Caribbean islands announced controlled power outages and warned of water cuts ahead of the storm, as well as landslides and flash floods. Schools, airports, and government offices shuttered. Hours before the storm, Barbadian Michael Beckles said he still feared the worst for his island. Beryl strengthened from a tropical depression to a major hurricane in just 42 hours, a feat accomplished only 6 other times in Atlantic hurricane history. And with September 1st as the earliest date, according to hurricane expert Sam Lillo. It also was the earliest Category 4 Atlantic hurricane on record, besting Hurricane Dennis, which became a Category 4 storm on July 8, 2005. This is a dangerous hurricane for the Windward Islands. Beryl amassed its strength from record warm waters that are hotter now than they would be at the peak of hurricane season in September.